Several of you struggled with the assignment filling out these questions and answers. And I suspect it's in part because I'm asking you to integrate material, and probably also because some of the answers are actually in images. So in biology, a lot of times, actually in real life, a lot of times, the things you need to find out, an image is not an illustration, an image is a summary of what you read. And so the answer to this question is in this picture. And it may make a lot more sense when you look at the actual questions that you have to answer, but look look at this, and then look at the question set and see if you can figure this out. Now, the other parts, the labeling, um, asks you to take a image, basically, an image that's a drawn image, and relate it back to real life. So this is prophase, right? And we know prophase comes after interphase, because prophase is part of mitosis, whereas interphase is not. Interphase is that in between time, right? In quotation marks. So in the prophase, the chromosomes appear. So clearly, you don't see chromosomes here because chromosomes are these wiggly things that you can see in mitosis. So you would say you don't have chromosomes. You don't have chromosomes. But that little round thing, that's the nucleus. Um, now the in prophase, the nuclear membrane and the nucleolus disappear, which means that during interphase, those were there, right? So the nucleus is there during interphase, the nucleolus is there. If you have a nucleus, you have a nuclear membrane. You don't have chromosomes. You don't have a spindle apparatus. The cell wall. So this is one of those things, cell wall, that's the difference between plant cells and animal cells. And if you go to here, cytokinesis, a plant cell has a cell wall, because this is it right here in the picture. So a plant cell has a cell wall. So there's a cell wall surrounding the plant cell. The animal cell has a cell membrane. The plant cell also has a cell wall. The cleavage furrow doesn't show up until this thing actually, see where it says cleavage furrow? So the cleavage furrow is something that happens during cytokinesis. And the primary cell wall is the new cell wall right there, which is the new cell wall that's being built. So based on that, you should now be able to label this. This is probably the hardest one because there's not actually a picture and you don't have to draw conclusions. But this is your generic cell, right? So it's got all the bits, pieces, and parts of a generic cell. And the difference between the onion root tip and the whitefish blastula is that the whitefish blastula is an animal, so it doesn't have a cell wall, and the onion root tip does. When you get to mitosis, at that point, then you can compare and contrast with the images here in the PowerPoint. So what's still there? So you've got the nuclear envelope is still, it's disappearing. You've got chromosomes that are showing up. You now have microtubules that you can see. And so just, go through there and basically based on what is visible there, that's, what you can find here. In the original assignment, we asked you to actually label and like put an arrow to it. But I'm only asking you to actually figure those, out what features are there. Um, and I hope that's gonna help you complete that assignment.